All right, yo, we're back in the corner.
Back in the corner, the Observer's Corner. Welcome back to the Conscientious Observer. Wes Welch, Kamau Preston,
welcome, guys.
Henry Frontini.
What's good?
So what's going on? What's going on today, guys? How are we doing?
I think we're chopping it up. Whoa, we are chopping it up about what mindset do you have to live in New York City?
What mindset? What mindset? I mean,
what mindset?
That's
good,
what
actually.
mindset you gotta have to live in New York City? That's a good topic. I think that's a good topic.
For me, I think you gotta be focused. Definitely focused.
Definitely focused.
You gotta set a plan, set a goal, and try to work to achieve that goal. And
Absolutely.
know that's your end result. You're gonna win if you complete this, and you have to just like fucking grind every day, man. Because a lot of people move to New York and they don't last.
Yeah, they don't grind. They kind of
not really grind. They sit back and they start following instead of leading.
and
doing
partying
shit.
and spending a lot of money, and then in 2 months your bank account's empty. And you got to go back to fucking Cleveland, Ohio, or something.
I've seen a lot of people fall off the wagon. Like keep it pushing. Gotta go back.
So said another way, I would say how I would word it is you gotta be driven. And like almost like to the point of like being crazy. Like I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care what you believe I can and cannot do. I believe.
Yeah, basically don't take no for an answer from anybody.
I think you got to be a little crazy to be in New York and be successful, though, right? In terms of mindset, like you got to be a little nuts.
Not really. I won't say.
Not nuts,
I won't
but
push
like,
it to say nuts. I would just say how like know what the fuck you come here for, and grind towards that. You know, if you come here to a party, that's the scene you're gonna end up in.
I mean,
right?
Okay.
Yeah, if you come to the party, you know, look, listen. You come to the city, there's a lot of temptation, especially in New York City. There's a lot of temptation. You just have to fight those, man. And stay focused, stay true to yourself.
I think
do what you come to do and do it.
I think that every New Yorker, not every New Yorker, I would say 80% of New York lives 3 paychecks from being on the street. Right?
Nah, I don't think so. I think that's completely wrong.
I think there's a lot of people in New York that are damn near about to be broke.
No, I said paycheck to paycheck.
Oh, you think it's more like
I think it's less than what you said.
Kamau thinks it's 3 paychecks. You think it's less?
Less. I think it's 1.
You think it's 1 paycheck?
Definitely, bro.
I would argue. I would say that. Here's why I say it's 3.
Nah, not 3.
Because most people pay 1 month in advance.
Not most people, bro.
No, a lot of people.
Nah, bro, no.
All right,
come on.
So let's agree to this.
Let's hash it. I think you guys should hash this one out.
Nah, Kamau, no, bro. If you ask, bro, you go do a survey right now. You run into the street and do a survey right now. A lot of people rent is not being paid right now, bro.
So
because they can't afford shit.
Initially, when you move into an apartment in New York City, they want 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, we're talking about after the fact. But you hear.
But you gotta let me finish speaking though. So the reason I say 3 is because when you move into an apartment,
so you got then you got to be more specific.
Here.
You have to be more specific when you saying stuff like that. You have to be more specific. If you're not,
if I had a chance to finish saying,
no, but you're not. But you weren't being specific.
All right, hold up. I think the main thing here is
so you gotta
why
use your words wisely.
Why 3 paychecks? Because Wes thinks the survey is that it's gonna come out to paycheck.
If I'm allowed to finish saying what I'm saying, here is why 3 paychecks. Because when you move into an apartment, they want 2 to 3 months rent paid in full. When you are about to move out, so if you don't get paid, you still have the 2 months money that you already paid. So when you get your paycheck now goes to bills. When you don't get your paycheck, after 2 months or 3 months, you gotta leave. And when you move, and if you move out of your apartment, you're leaving the city. You're not moving in. You're not gonna go crash with somebody else. You're done. That's why I'm saying 3 months.
All right, I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong too. Listen to this.
Let me give you the ball so you can tell me. So you can tell me why I'm wrong.
I think all of those were valid points.
No,
But
I'm
I'm
gonna tell you why
Wes's
you're wrong.
rebuttal.
Okay,
I'm
gonna tell you why you're
I'm all
wrong.
ears.
Put it
And
this
I
way.
just want to know that.
I'm gonna put it in your perspective. You're a landlord, right? I just moved. I moved from wherever. I don't give a fuck where I moved from. I moved from wherever. I come to you. I was like, okay, I'm gonna rent your apartment. You said 3 months up front in advance, right? I give you that 3 months in up front. The following month come. The next month come. I can't afford to pay my fucking paycheck. You can be like, okay, hey, you have 3 months back up, right? But for me,
I think there's a lot of people in New York.
as a
that
wait,
month to
no,
month, though.
yeah,
A lot of people go month to month in New York, though.
listen, yeah, but no, listen to what I'm telling why he's wrong. As a landlord, no, you're laughing. It's a, no, listen,
I
no.
was just giving you the ball. All right,
There's
keep
some
going,
true.
keep
I'm
going.
spitting game here to you right now, bro.
Okay.
As some landlord, if they see you miss 1 month rent, it's bad for them, bro.
That's true,
They
that's
want
true.
you out. They're not trying to hold you the other 3 months. They're trying to get you out the first month you miss it. They'd be like, okay, hey, what's going on? A talk.
Take a hike.
Yeah, then you'd be like, oh, the job didn't come through or whatever. They're not trying to hear that, bro. The next month you gone. They're trying to find somebody else, bro. That's one.
All right.
What do you? I mean, all right,
I'm telling
listen.
you, they
All
do
right,
that,
so
bro.
Basically, what I think is
So I say one paycheck.
one paycheck.
Yeah, bro.
I think there's also a lot of people who are, living on even more of a verge than one paycheck. They're just hustling with like nothing. So
Yeah, I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
New York's a huge place. I think a lot of people. Well, it's like that. What I talked about earlier, like the inflated egos of New York. A lot of people walk around looking like they're a lot more than they are. In
Yeah,
New
bro.
York.
But
Facts.
they said a lot.
Facts, right?
Facts.
Yeah,
They said
so
the loudest room, the loudest one in the room is the one with the least money. Yeah, bro.
That's an interesting take.
That's facts.
What if someone has a microphone? I'm just asking.
And then it's a whole different story,
That's a
right?
whole different story, right? Right? And they actually still might. But I mean, that doesn't really matter. But okay, so let's get back to it. What it takes to live in New York from like a mental standpoint here. Like Wes, you started with being focused and determined and coming here with a goal, and I think
And work towards
I have
achieving
a
that.
pretty similar vibe on that. I mean, like you gotta be able to, there's gonna be days where you do less than other days, but
Yeah, but
you gotta get up and get after it because the city's moving early. I mean, like even I was telling you yesterday, like woke up, hit the gym, went and had rehearsal, and then came back, filmed an audition, then went and picked up jewelry, brought it down here, and then after that I had to go back to the gym because I left my keys there. But then like the whole day was full of running errands and also moving, my career forward in terms
a lot of big
actor.
moving parts.
Like
Yeah.
you always gotta be moving forward in New York, and you gotta at least have the mindset. You might not always be moving forward. You always reach plateaus at certain points in your life.
Yeah, you're gonna get knocked over a couple of
Yeah,
times,
knocked
but
over a couple times,
you gotta
go
get up
backwards
and
a couple times,
You
but-
gotta get up and like, okay, it's only a little setback. Let me go back. Let me get up and push through.
Yeah, push through.
You don't want to sit down and cry about the day.
because you also can't survive here if you don't have a mindset.
Yeah.
I mean, right, Kamau? If you like stay inside and you're like someone who maybe naturally doesn't have as high level dopamine or serotonin levels in their brain, it's gonna be a hard place to live. I feel
Of course.
I think you have to be very optimistic in New York. Sometimes even hopelessly optimistic. I mean, that's just me.
Nothing is wrong with what you're saying from what I'm hearing you say. For me, wording is very important, right? So that's why I go back to saying you have to be driven. Because like you say, not every day is Christmas. There are gonna be days when you don't
Feel
achieve the same things that every other person achieves.
Yeah.
But then it's getting right back up on the horse, and you got to be driven to get back up on the horse.
Absolutely.
Like I've had many instances where I've gotten doors slammed in front of me,
Oh, that's
put
like
down, laughed at.
Yeah,
That's like
keep it
every-
whole 9
yeah.
yards.
Every day
Right.
in New York City, bro.
And
That's happened
just
to me
like-
before too. That's
Every
and
day,
just like
every
getting-
day.
getting back up on the horse and being like, all right, cool, that's fine. That's just one person, or that's just a few people. there are like 9 million people here. So, because there are 9 million people here, I should be able to achieve the thing that I want because it only takes maybe 50 people to believe in me. And
to really make something, you don't need the
Yeah,
whole
bro.
city to believe in you.
No, just
You
one
need to be-
person.
and that goes back to the thing we were talking about with networking. Like you gotta know people, and you gotta have that optimistic mindset, that positive, driven mindset
Yeah.
when you get here.
Because if you have 50
Yeah, to
people that
take
believe
over.
in you, those 50 people have 50 people that believe in them.
Exactly. And they push
There's
it.
6 degrees of separation.
Exactly.
As Wes
And then it
always
just
likes to talk about.
There we go.
And it just blossoms.
Exactly.
Blossoms
Just like-
like,
you just have to
like
come
a
to-
flower. You know?
Like for me, I had an example. Like I went to LA.
LA.
I used to always hear
La La Land.
The problems with LA, the traffic is crazy, and they're not career driven. Most of LA is like young money.
There's a lot
Young
of-
money and old money. So that they either inherit it or they just got it. So they don't have the sense of urgency too as well. And
Yeah.
especially in New York, you have to have the sense of urgency.
No, that's like I was telling you guys the other day. Like my little brother's doing so well in LA right now with his painting. Like,
Yeah,
and
because
he's got a show coming up. This guy, he wakes up at 6:45 in the morning.
yeah, you gotta get up, bro.
Watches
bro,
the sunrise, draws, paints the sunrise, and then it all translates into his beautiful oil paintings that he does. And I mean,
yeah, bro.
but
It
he's
is.
up, and then he does that all day. He does that all day. He's not like when I went to LA. I had like a few meetings set up within the first couple days. I was going for 2 weeks, and I hit the meetings. I thought I was gonna be able to like book more while I was out there, but everyone was so lackadaisical. It was like, oh, let's meet in a month, and I'm like, no, let's meet now. I'm here.
That's
and
what
then I ended up
fucking
surfing.
relaxed. They're
I ended
laid
up
back.
surfing for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
But I got better at surfing.
LA so laid back.
The-
Yeah, like for me too. I
That's
had meetings in LA, and I was like, let's meet at 9 o'clock. They're like, no, 9 o'clock. Let's meet at 12 or 2 o'clock. I'm like, 12 or 2 o'clock, bro. I'm winding down right now from 12 or 2 o'clock. I'm trying to go have fun.
Go have because you
I'm
already
ju-
because you
Yeah,
woke up early
I was like, yo,
and
bro,
started grinding.
I'm up early. He's like, no, we don't get up that early in LA. Like, bro, you miss half of the fucking day.
That's why I'm in New York.
Yeah, you miss
That's
half
why.
of the day.
That's why you chose New York and not LA, right?
That's why I'm in New York
City.
because there's a certain level, and not like something is wrong with LA. LA is great,
Mhm.
but it's just that
My fault.
for me. Thank you.
It's called reflexes. Thank God I'm athletic.
If it wasn't, LA is great, but it's just not the energy level that I need to function is not LA energy level. I also love being able to just take the train
Yeah, you can't take that in LA.
and not sit in traffic for hours.
I don't think I could fucking find a train in LA, man.
Dude, that's why people drive in LA. That's
Nah,
the
but
whole
there's
thing.
subway in LA, bro. You'd be surprised.
No, but
Fuck
not
is-
underground. It's
Yes,
above
there is,
ground.
bro. No,
there's
bro.
no way it's above. There's no way it's not.
This LA,
There's
this
there's
subway
no way.
underground, bro.
I don't know, but I'm not gonna comment. Cause
No
I
Yeah,
don't-
bro,
comment.
there's
I don't,
something
I don't
underground.
Let's
know
fact
about
check.
that.
I'll fact check. Why
Fact
don't we
check,
see?
yeah,
I
fact
mean,
check
I
me,
mean,
bro.
I have this feeling that like
Nah, bro.
there's not a subway in Cleveland.
You think
but
you
there's
think in San
trains and they're
Francisco.
above ground.
You think in San Francisco?
But I mean, I think the New York mindset has to be.
Okay, there's an underground subway in LA.
Okay.
Sorry. All right. Whatever. There's an
No,
underground subway. in
there
LA.
is fucking underground
You know?
subway in LA.
But yeah, who uses it, eh?
People do, bro. You'd be surprised.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't. The New York mindset. I just have to be here. There's no place like this place.
There's no place like this place. And that would you consider it there's no place like home, or you still can't say that because of the roots?
I mean, that's a great question. I think wherever I am, that's where
home.
home is.
Okay.
Homes with the heart. Let's say homes with the heart is.
Home is where
Well-
home is where the heart is. Oh, that's touching. Wes.
I don't know. I'm not gonna. That's
write
not what
that
I'm
down.
But it's
saying.
there's certain.
What I'm saying is where I am is where I consider home. So when I'm in New York, New York's home.
All right.
When I'm in
cool.
Jamaica,
I like
Jamaica's
that a lot.
home.
Jamaica is home. I think any
Home is where
place
the
that
heart is. Home is where the heart. That that will be the name of our song. I'll start working on lyrics
Man.
tomorrow.
Yeah, you keep working. Yeah, you started. You started.
That's exactly what it is, my guy.
Yeah.
Homes where
You
the
know what?
hardest.
We're gonna have it performing on Broadway. How about that?
Home is where the heart is on Broadway.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh! Wow, that would be great.
That'd be great.
That would be great.
That'd be like a great billboard. Henry Fontini. Home is where the heart is.
Home is where the heart is. And you know what the craziest part about that is, like, I'm not that musically talented.
This is not
So
news to me.
that sign would be
I
epic.
just want you to know that that's not news to me.
That's not news. It's alright. It's alright. We're working on it. There's like, you know, like I have a guitar in my house and the string's broken. And
It's always
I have a
really-
piano.
Now you turned it into art.
I have a piano. I have a piano and I use the chair for the piano for rehearsals for table reads. So people are like, do you play?
Now you repurpose.
Yeah.
You repurpose everything.
people are like, what? So do you play these instruments? I'm like, no, I dabble. You know,
Yeah. See,
I know.
and that, see, like that, there has to be a level of crazy in New York. There has to be a level of
There has to be
crazy.
a certain level of crazy. That's what I was saying. A certain level.
Yeah, New York is a big city, man. Each up and spit you out in 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
2
Yeah.
seconds, man. You get lost.
You know those like New York moments, like speaking of being mentally tough in New York, where like, you know, sometimes in New York the day is just not going your way.
Yeah.
You know, like you miss
Train.
you miss the train.
Or you got stuck. You got stuck in the train.
Yeah, you get stuck. You're stuck in the train. You're, you know, I mean, like, I had one of these days the other day. All right, so you know, I'm late. I'm pretty sure I was like late to come here or something. You know, and I'm running down the stairs to catch this train with a protein shake in my hand. Run down the stairs really fast. There's all those signs that are like, most accidents in the subway happen when people are running, you know, and you're just sprinting through the subway. Spill the smoothie, it goes all over my clothes. I was like, holy shit, missed the train. I'm like cleaning it up, and I'm like, wow, I'm one of those people right now that like everyone looks at, and that I sometimes look at. I'm like, damn, they're having a tough day. And I was like, and you know what, I kind of was, and the rest of the day was kind of hard too. There was a couple auditions like I didn't hear back from, and I was like, damn, those parts are gone, but you know, that's just part of it. And you know, but the thing is, there's gonna be another train, there's gonna be another audition. The smoothie store is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so you just gotta fight through. And the drive, I think the drive keeps you going, and the passion, zest for life, things like that.
Yeah.
You know, what do you think about this? You also can't take any bullshit in New York, right?
Oh man, that's a fine line though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
it
fine
is.
line.
For
It's a
me,
fine line.
yeah.
That's a very fine
But
line.
like, you can't BS really. You don't want to BS because
Because you never know when you BS. That's the problem. Like a lot of people BS, and that's when they end up getting hurt, some shit like that. Because motherfuckers are crazy in New York, man.
I think it's a fine line when it comes to BS, right? So what do I mean when I say that? Like everybody knows when you're being BS'd, right? But everybody's BS meter is different. So like, I know my BS meter is very sensitive,
okay.
and it fills up really quickly.
In terms
As
of
a-
like when someone else is talking bullshit type thing.
Yes,
And like bullshit as in like what are we defining as bullshit? here?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So here's two definitions for me. One is you getting it, like somebody giving it to you,
Mm-hmm.
and how much you're willing to take.
Okay.
So my meter for bullshit, for detecting bullshit, is very sensitive.
Okay.
My meter for tolerating bullshit is very short. So I don't have a lot of room. Whereas some people, it might vary on a scale.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am very clear for where I'm at and where I am in the living of my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sensitive to BS, and it's very short, like a really short, and a willingness to accept it.
Okay. And that the fine line is like basically what I get picking up from what you're laying down is to just not bullshit with you. I mean that's kind of what I'm getting.
I think
in terms of like
Yeah,
this fine
me too.
line, right? Because you said it was a fine line. You said bullshit was a
I
fine
think
line.
for me, honesty is key.
Okay.
Like, because I think that if you just tell me, then have me manage myself. Have me manage my shit, and then now bring my shit that from the information that you've given me to the table, and then we can work something out.
Right.
As opposed to you telling me one thing and then me going off of that thing, and then now when I get there, it's still gonna be like, well, see what happened was I have no room for that.
Right.
Because you could have just told me, and we'd be rocking.
You rock.
Yeah.
Like that, like I mean, I don't know. This morning, like when I forgot all the shit we needed to be able to film this, you know, I didn't say like, oh guys, I'm running late. I was just like, nope. I fucking showed up. I fucking forgot the cords. I gotta go back uptown. You can't.
Yeah.
But like, so what do you think of that? Everyone bullshits to an extent, but like.
But for me, bullshitting is like, okay, you bullshit somebody, at least bullshit your way out to make something better, and not to like on a fuck up. If it's gonna hurt more than one people.
Right.
Right.
Well, can I? But let me just let me just say something about that real quick. So bullshit to me is when you say something that you can't back up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what to me bullshit is. When you say stuff, but like, oh yeah, I can get this, or I can get that, or I can make that happen.
I can get you a job here. I can do this for you.
Yes,
you know,
or you should come talk to me about this, and then when you show up, nothing, or you call, nothing. That to me is bullshit.
Yeah, that's tough. That's, I mean, right? That's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that all you have to say about bullshit in New York, Wes?
Yeah, because a lot of people.
Here you go, sir.
The problem is like you don't overpromise if you can't deliver.
Yeah.
Which I understand. So you give people the least amount of promises, so you don't under deliver.
Do you find that you come across a lot of bullshit in New York?
I do.
In your life?
I do.
I think I
But
do
for
too.
me,
a lot of people that they'll tell you they can do so much for you, or they are doing so much, and then
yeah,
really
but
not.
with that you just know the people that you surround yourself with, and you expect. If you know that somebody's a bullshitter, you don't expect a lot from them. You just let it ride and let it rock.
Right.
So for me, I refuse to have bullshitters in my life.
Huh? Like everybody bullshits and
Small
stuff.
circle, like
Yeah,
Cheerio.
it's true.
Little Wayne.
No.
No Little Wayne.
See, and I'm not saying I'm not saying you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying in the living of my life, I'm not accepting bullshitters because I don't want anyone in my life that I cannot depend on.
Right. You gotta have people in your life you depend on. I think that's so huge.
That's just. But
Yeah,
that's
it's
my
facts.
point of view. I'm
But
not
there's also, like,
imposing my point of view on anybody.
There's also other people that like you know they bullshit, and you just and maybe you don't want to associate with people that bullshit, but you can also you don't necessarily burn the bridge with them. You just kind of keep them at an arm's length,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Because you know like that's the other big thing I would say mindset wise living in New York is like you want to maintain relationships.
Yeah, relationships is key.
It's key. So
key
like
in
Yep.
New York.
that's big.
Yeah.
And I mean, so yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I think we should wrap it up with our three little things. And I mean, Kamau, you want to lead us off here on those? I mean, or should I?
You got the ball. Go ahead.
I got the ball. All right, we the world's best news. What are you gonna do, right? So I think when it comes to the mindset in New York, you gotta be, like I said, my biggest thing, and this is just me personally too, is that you gotta be optimistic.
Yeah, you have to.
Because it's just too tough out here, and that's kind of how I roll personally.
Yeah.
So
you take it really. You're really optimistic.
Yeah. So optimism and passion. I think passion was a big thing about kind of all of our crafts we were talking about on our last episode. Being here and having a passion for something. So being optimistic and having a passion for something. I think those are. I'm gonna stick to two today. So I'm gonna pass the world's best news over to Kamal.
You're so gracious.
Yeah. I consider myself to be a gracious person.
I know you do. And the word I'm gonna use is driven.
Driven.
Yeah, driven. Just no matter what. This is where I'm going, and I don't care about anything else. This is where I'm going. To me.
I like that. Like being driven towards a goal too, like
having a goal,
and then like I like the Denzel Washington video I always see where he's like, the goals are just dreams until you have action, and so I think the word driven is a perfect word to encompass the action it takes to, go
Yeah.
forward.
What do you have to say, sir?
Unreal.
For me, I would say, what you call it? Under promise and over deliver.
Under promise, over deliver. And is that necessarily a mindset though, or is what I'm saying? Like,
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be a mindset. Don't bullshit a bullshitter. Most people, they've heard it, they've done it, they've seen it before.
mm-hmm.
So you come in with the same excuses, doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just do you, man. Like
How
you
about
want to
that?
survive in the city.
Do you? You got to be yourself. This is the place to
Be
be
yourself.
It really is.
Be open.
I
Be
moved
open.
here, and
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit! I
Be
can walk
open.
around in my friggin' underwear every day
Listen,
if I wanted to.
you know,
I mean, I wouldn't. But
Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's possible to be too optimistic?
no,
No.
no.
Okay.
Because here's my thing. You also,
Chat.
Well,
I
yes,
want, chat.
I think.
Alright, so
I think
I
you
want the
could be-
comments. I want the comment section
You
to,
can-
to weigh in on
you
this.
can-
Is it possible to be too optimistic?
I think so. I think
No.
so. But I think the people, in order to be too optimistic, all the time, you have to have an unrealistic sense of reality.
Oh, so you
Because-
mean you're crazy?
No.
No,
I'm
that's
not.
what I mean. You're
I'm
crazy.
not.
Okay,
I'm saying like,
okay.
no, you gotta be like, you have to also understand that like, yes, you can be optimistic about everything,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not just because you're optimistic doesn't mean it's always gonna be great.
Mm.
So
All
like,
right,
You're gonna have some
I
yeah.
think
backup.
So
let's-
at the end of the day,
yes,
you know,
yes. Because
yeah.
I feel like
Crazy.
we could go on and on about
on
it.
and on. But all right, Observer's Corner,
Yeah, man.
over and out.
For
What a
sure.
conversation, gentlemen.
Yep.
Unreal.